Well, there they are, Rosie. Them's the detonators.
Oh, Charlie, you're
what's
wonderful.
more, I think they'll work.
Now, what about the cylinders?
Well, with you helping, I'll lash them on each side of our bow. Only we can't set the detonators on them till we're ready to set out. You see, they're kind of tricky, Rosie.
We'll be working at night, Charlie. Can you do it in the dark?
That's the case I have to.
And you're sure they'll come back with the Louisa?
Well, let me see. Figuring both the speed and the size of this lake, my guess is she'll be back here tomorrow afternoon. And when she comes, we'll be ready.
Tomorrow afternoon. Charlie, let's make the Queen as clean as we can. Let's scrub her decks and polish her bra.
She ought to look her best, representing as she does the Royal Navy. I think I even got a flag around somewhere.
Charlie.
I will sail out of these reeds proud as a dreadnought. Rosie.
Yes, Charlie?
Now, there ain't no use of both of us doing it. As you can plainly see, it's a one-man job.
Oh, you couldn't be more right, Charlie dear.
Now, Rosie, I'm glad you agree. When the time comes, I'll put you off here on the east shore. You'll wait for me while I attend to the Louisa.
Oh, certainly not. You're the one to put ashore. This whole thing was my idea, wasn't it? I'm the logical one to carry it out.
Rosie, I'm surprised at you. You're a very sensible woman, as a rule. Why, with 2 torpedoes hanging off our bow, she'll steer entirely different, let alone being half swamped.
Didn't I steer us down the rapids?
Well, suppose she broke down out there, wouldn't you look foolish? But me, she knows who her boss is, you bet that old engine does.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Now, that's settled.
Oh, no. I only meant it may be necessary for you to come along.
Come along? Oh, no, you don't. You'll wait for me on the east shore.
Who do you think you are? Ordering me about...
I'm the captain, that's who. And I ain't taking you along. You'd only be in my way.
I suppose I was in your way, going down the rapids. Then what you said to me back there on the river was a lie. How you never could have done it alone, and how you'd lost your heart and everything, and... Oh, you liar! Oh, Charlie, we're having our first quarrel.
Oh, Rosie. It's just that I can't bear the thought of you, well, supposing that anything should happen, not that anything will.
Don't you understand, Charlie? I wouldn't want to go on without you.
Oh, Rosie. All right. It'll be you at the tiller and me at the engine, just like it was from the start.
I knew you'd see it, Charlie, dear. Thank you.
There she is, Rosie. That's the Louisa, right on time.
There's no smoke from her sack.
The wind, sweetheart, is blowing the smoke fast as it comes out.
I don't like this wind.
Me neither, Rosie. It's going to storm.
But if it storms tonight, there'll be less chance of them seeing us. Maybe a storm would be a blessing, Charlie.
That's the way to look at it, Rosie, old girl. Now let you and me get them started on them detonators. We're not making any time, Rosie. Something's wrong.
I can't steer, Charlie.
We're taking too much water in the bow. It's them torpedoes weighing us down.
Charlie, look. Those waves.
Hang on, Rosie.
Charlie, the torpedoes. They're torn loose.
Worse than that, we're sinking, Rosie.
The killer's gone. Something broke.
Everything's broke. Grab the preserver, Rosie, and then jump.
Charlie.
Rosie.
I will remind you just once more, you are a prisoner aboard the steamship Louisa of His Imperial Majesty's Navy.
Yeah, I know.
You will tell us the truth. Now, what is your nationality? French, Belgian, British?
Yeah.
Yes, what?
British.
What were you doing in these waters?
Fishing. Yeah, fishing off the island.
You're a spy for the British. Well, do you deny this?
I told you I was fishing.
Das ist der gesamte Beweismaterial der Anklage, Herr Kapitän.
Fahren Sie fort mit der Verteidigung. Obviously you're lying, but it does not matter. This court will sentence you to be hanged.
Eine Frau.
Oh, scheint weiß zu sein. With you. There was a woman with you.
Rosie!
You will answer my question. Bring the Frau her.
Rosie!
Charlie!
Who is this woman?
I don't know.
You called her by name.
I thought she was somebody else.
Charlie!
Who are you?
Miss Rose Sayre.
What were you doing on the lake?
I ain't told them nothing, Rosie.
Silence! What were you doing on the lake?
We were boating.
As your fellow prisoner is about to learn, the penalty for lying to us is death.
Charlie. Very well, then. We came here to...
Rosie, no.
to sink this ship. Charlie, dear, at least let's have the pleasure of telling them.
Don't you believe her, Your Honor? She's touched, you know. Fever.
And just how, Fräulein, did you propose to sink the Königin Louisa?
Why, with torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
Yes, Mr. Allnut made them.
Made them. Amazing.
Charlie, tell them how you made the torpedoes.
Well, you see what I did was I took the heads off 2 cylinders of oxygen. I filled them up with live explosives, about 200 weight. Now, that was easy enough, but it was the detonators took some doing. And you know what I used? Cartridges and nails and blocks of soft wood.
Go on, please.
Then I took the 2 cylinders and hung them port and starboard in the bow of the African Queen, so when we rammed you, poof!
And where is the African Queen?
She sank last night in the storm.
Too bad. I should like to have seen those torpedoes.
Perhaps you will. They'll still be floating around somewhere nearby.
Yeah, they could still sink this ship, Rosie.
Enough of this torpedo nonsense. Das ganz klar, die beiden Spione sind. Ich schlage vor, wir geben in 5 Minuten Frist, diese Lügen zurückzuziehen. You have 5 minutes in which to reconsider. Tell us the truth, or you will both be hanged.
We've told the truth, haven't we, Charlie?
Yeah. And we got a favor to ask, Your Honor.
Well?
Well, you're the captain, I guess.
I am.
Well, then you could marry us.
Oh, Charlie, what a lovely idea.
What kind of craziness is this?
Come on, Captain. It won't even take 5 minutes. And it'll mean such a lot to the lady.
If you wish it. Absolutely. Very well. What are the names again?
Charles.
Rosie. Rose.
Da ist eine Bibel auf dem Brett hinter dem Schreibtisch.
Ja, Herr Lieutenant. Ich sehe sie.
Bringen Sie her.
Charlie, look. A Bible.
Look at me, both of you. Do you, Charles, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
Yes, sir.
Do you, Rose, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me by His Imperial Majesty Kaiser Wilhelm II, I pronounce you are man and wife. Proceed with the execution. Ab mit den beiden Gefangenen nach Achtern und los mit dahin!
Charlie, my husband.
Rosie. Rosie.
You will follow me now, at once.
Charlie, the torpedoes.
Rosie, we've done it! We've done it! You all right, Mrs. Allnut? Can you keep swimming?
Oh, yes. I never felt so good in my life. We blew her up, Charlie.
I guess we did, Rosie.
The wreckage of the African Queen, that did it. They ran the Louisa right into it. How do you feel, Mr. Allnut?
Pretty good for an old married man.
I'm all turned around, Charlie. Which way is the east shore?
The way we're swimming, old girl. There was a bold fisherman set sail from off Pimlico to catch the bold piggy and the gay mackerel.
Now here's Mr. Cummings with our stars.
And here they are coming forward for a well-deserved curtain call. Humphrey, Bogart, and Greer, Garson. We certainly suffered every step of the way with you two on the trip of the African Queen.
Irving, I remember another safari full of hardships that you and I made quite a long time ago.
A safari, Bogey? What, to Africa?
Well, no, to Palm Springs.
It was Bogey's first picture in Hollywood, and I was the director. We went on location to Palm Springs, and it was 120 in the shade.
Only there was no shade.
And you should have seen Bogey in his first love scenes.
I couldn't see the girl for the water dripping in my eyes.
Well, it doesn't sound as if you were having exactly a circus.
No, but my latest picture is just happens to be Battle Circus, co-starring June Allison. I'll get into it. See, I've been working at your home studio, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer.
Well, I congratulate you, Bogey. You know we make only the very best pictures over there.
We mentioned one on the Lux Radio Theater recently, Plymouth Adventure, starring Spencer Tracy, Gene Tierney, Van Johnson, and Leo Gann.
I don't think Greer would like that. It's all about the pilgrims leaving England and sailing for America on the Mayflower.
Oh, we English think it's a great idea. We've been doing it ever since.
We're always glad to welcome our English cousins, particularly you lovely actresses with those beautiful complexions.
Well, thank you. We're glad to adopt your way of caring for those complexions with Lux soap. I think it's wonderful.
And you'll both think next week's show is wonderful. It's such a great story that it's been made into a picture 5 different times. And we're going to bring you the inspiring 20th Century Fox version of Victor Hugo's immortal classic, Les Miserables. And from the original cast, we have the lovely Deborah Paget and that fine actor, Robert Newton. And in the unforgettable role of Jean Valjean, another great Academy Award winner, Ronald Colman.
Well, that'll be a swell show. Good night, Irving.
Good night.
Good night and happy holidays.